Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, guys. Today we're going to talk about instance segmentation and semantic segmentation. You'll be like, what is this guy on about? I'm going to show you how this you can use this to understand when the Christians tell you about the Trinity. So we are going to do a critique of the doctrine of the Trinity. So this article is by this individual I'm using, Jeremy Jordan. So by the way, background story. I'm currently studying deep learning, object detection. So that's my master's. I'm doing a master's in object detection and image classification and things like this. So while I was doing this, I just came about when I was studying this particular topic of image segmentation. It just struck me just now, actually you can use this to understand the doctrine of Trinity, and I'll tell you why. So remember the doctrine of Trinity, they will say there are three persons and one being, right? Three persons and one being. So they will say there are three persons with one nature. By the way, I've made a lot of videos about this. I just want to show you another example of what we are talking about here. So you have three persons with one nature, okay? So they will tell you, okay, three hypostases and one usia. And we know what hypostasis mean. We know what usia mean, okay? Hypostasis is a particular that bears a nature, okay? So by the way, that's just it. So I want to show you how this is exactly what they're talking about. Now, there are many ways you can understand it, but right off the bat, this is what comes to people's minds. And many people don't even understand this, okay? So anyway, look at what's going on here. You have a picture. So this is segmentation. We want to look at a particular image and we want to classify what are the things that are inside this picture, okay? So you feed this image on the left with the cyclist, you feed them into the system, and then you get a particular result like this. This is segmentation. So you see like this picture on the right, you have a person, bicycle, and background. Notice what is going on here. The system is classifying the three cyclists in this picture under one particular class, person. That's why they have the same color. They have the same color of this whatever this color, pinkish color. Is using it anywhere it sees anyone that is a human being. It's going to classify them under the same color. You see that the bicycles also, they have the same color. Why? Because it's seeing them as bicycle. That's what the system is doing. Anywhere you see bicycle is a bicycle. Anywhere you see person is a person. That's the task that it's doing. This is what is called semantic segmentation. Now, there's another one called instance segmentation. In the case of instance segmentation, each individual man will have his own color, which would mean that you see they will not have the same color, because now you're just classifying persons, bicycle, and background. What if we have person 1, person 2, person 3? Okay, that's what you should follow. It's not like they are one person, of course not. So you see, like, this first classification is much more general, and the second classification of instance segmentation is going to be much more specific, such that each bicycle will have its own color and each person would have his own color. Why? Because they are persons, individual persons, or instances. And by the way, it's called instance segmentation. It's called instance segmentation. That's the one where each one will have his own color. You see this first one, semantic segmentation, we just want to classify generally. If you see humans, classify them as one. If you see bicycles, you classify them as bicycles, and you see that they have the same color. And this is exactly what the Trinity is. The language that was used in the Council of Nicaea, and how it was defended by people like Gregory of Nyssa, giving an analogy of three men. When you have three men, if I ask you, how many men are there? You say there are three men. Why? Because each one of them has full human nature. You see this class of person? You see, how many persons do you see here? According to the system, it's classifying them as person. Not like one person, but person. But when we want to be specific, we know there are three persons there. Three persons with the same class. Okay? Let me show you another example in another way. So imagine this also. Look at this image going on here. You have different cars. By the way, this is like a Tesla kind of thing. You see autonomous driving. So you see, anywhere it sees cars, it's classifying them as pink. So when you're driving, but you can be much more specific than that. You can know, okay, this car, what is the type of the car? This is the car 1, car 2. You can even have different colors for different cars. You can be that specific. It depends. You can know for a truck. You can decide however you want. Okay, and you see the persons are also classified at the same color. buildings as green. You see, like, it's very general the way it's classifying these things. Look at another example. Lungs. Okay, so the lungs, you can say, okay, this is the right side of right lungs and the left lungs, right? Is it lung or lungs? It should be lungs. Anyway, you can be much more specific. That's the whole point I'm showing you. You can say, okay, they are one, but they have the same nature, but they are two in reality, right? Let's go to another part. Let me show you this last one and then we'll end it. I don't want... So look at this one also. You have a picture, an image of two cows on a grassland, okay? And then you feed it through the system. And what do you get? You get the classification, the segmentation, where you see the same color for the two cows, but there are really two cows there. So you can say there's only one, they have one usia. Their usia is that they are cows, they have the cow nature. And because they are hypostasis, because each one of them is really a cow, fully a cow, each one. Therefore, if we use, this is semantic segmentation, if we use instant segmentation, we'll get each specific one with their own color. The whole point is that, guys, when someone tells you there are three persons and one being, and it's trying to tell you how does that not lead to three gods? Okay, it should lead to three gods. If you have three hypostases, just like the case of the men we saw above there, when we see these three cyclists, we don't call them one. In fact, they belong to the same class of persons. They belong to the same class of being cyclists. Okay? They have everything similar, but they are still three. They are three men. No one will come and tell us they are one. There's only one man there. Okay? They have one usia, humanity, human nature. There are three hypostases bearing that nature. What do we call them? Three men. If you have three persons that each one of them have full divine nature, you should have three gods. And this is the conclusion most of them don't want to agree to, because they want to be monotheists. You want to be a monotheist and you have this kind of idea. Okay, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. So let me see what you think about this. So see you guys later. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.